he claims that he was an FBI agent and that he spent time at Quantico, and he talks about being really angry with this dude and grabbing his gun and chasing this guy down. And then when he finally gets to the guy, getting out of the car or his truck and hearing two separate voices in his head. One voice saying, this guy's been disrespecting you. And the other voice saying, your parents didn't raise you like that. And that he starts, as he's walking towards this other guy's car, he starts praying, Lord, please help me from doing, I'm about to do something really stupid. And then he's asking for a sign. At the last minute, he sees that this guy has a bumper sticker on his car, which says, honk if you love Jesus. And this is the sign that Herschel Walker needed to not murder a man in cold blood. Vote Walker. 7th, 2022.
Yeah. So JVO, you're a man of God. You guys are both men of God more than me, and so I was chastised by an anonymous Twitter user that totally wasn't a bot in favor of Herschel Walker. That said that they watched this same video and saw a man that was giving their testimony,
witness,
and that this was their witness. Yeah, this was his Saul on the road to Damascus thing, and that we should not be making fun of him, but it was a sign of light. Now, that didn't really land for me. The voices in his head telling him that he should kill for vengeance while he had a loaded firearm and was driving very fast down the highway, putting a lot of people's lives at risk. To me, that felt like not a great Saul to Damascus story. It sounded more like a person who was dealing with psychosis that needs to be like in a rubber room. But again, I don't know. Maybe the people of Georgia, maybe this will land for them as it was intended by this anonymous Twitter bot. And
so Ted, I got to tell you, I could totally see this as being real Christian witness if it was part of like a ministry or like a Scared Straight program to young teens or a thing about mental health. The problem with it is that the guy's running for Senate. Right. I mean, it's the context that matters. Right.
Yeah. Right. And that it was all a lie. Like he wasn't in the FBI. He didn't go to Quantico
that too.
to train.
Good flag. Good flag.
Right. So the testimony piece is a lie. And so maybe it's a great fiction novel we can write one day. And if people want to, get baptized afterwards, good on them. But like, don't send this guy who lied about the entire thing to the Senate. The other thing is, like, I wonder if his ex-wives or girlfriends, they should have been wearing a honk for Jesus shirt so he wouldn't have beaten them or pulled out a gun on them. If that's all it takes for this man not to be violent is to see the word Jesus, and then he's good. Look, this man is more than unqualified. And if one of the best things Georgia has done in the last 2 years is to tell Trump, look, man, the vote was right. The count was right. You lost. The second best thing Georgians can do for democracy is to tell Herschel Walker to go pack sand and send Warnock back to the Senate. And the fact that Walker has more than 40%. I mean, last I saw, he was losing to Warnock by, 5, 6, 7 points, something like that. But that he's that close, that he emerged from a primary is just an indictment on the primary system and how terrible partisanship is for selecting and sending qualified people to our representative bodies. Herschel Walker it's ridiculous. There are no words that I have for how he's gotten this far.
And Ted, Herschel Walker was the establishment pick in that primary.
I mean,
this isn't like the people rose up.
Look, McConnell said he could, we can work with this guy. They sent people to like be policy advisor. This is not a word, but he's unremediable. The guy can't be fixed, to get him in shape to be a representative for the state of Georgia.
Can we talk? Can I talk for a second though, just about like a little subtle immorality about McConnell's effort here? Like what this is just what he's done by pushing Herschel Walker into this race. And I don't have any expectations for Trump that Trump can basically ID whether somebody is a person that needs help or whatever. Like Trump's way too sociopathic for this. But a friend of Herschel Walker's needed to say, this is not smart for you. I mean, somebody with very deep psychological problems with this, which this guy has, now being put in front of the clique lights, having his secret families,
Mm.
however many, like outed. I I mean, to me, it seems much more likely that this person commits suicide in the Senate than like makes a turn on the road to Damascus and becomes a latter day John McCain or what a titan of the Senate, right? Like there's not hope for that, right? And I just think that it's it just shows like how debased all of these guys are, and like the culture that they live in Republican campaign politics, that nobody said, you know, hey, my guy, like this just isn't gonna, like this isn't smart. I guess they were scared of him. Also, part of it was just
Scared of
this
Trump.
yeah, scared of
This
Trump. Part
was,
of it was
yeah.
their immorality, like just of
Mhm.
like they don't actually care about their own voters. They don't care about the people that got sent to jail charging the Capitol. They don't care about Herschel Walker's well-being. But they also were scared of both Herschel and Trump. That was like, okay, even if we tried to nudge this guy out, by showing him these Oppo research books that we have about him, about his secret families, maybe he'll rebel against us, and it'll be an unmanageable, situation. And so they justify doing it again. But it's like this is the same shit. I mean, it's they're not learning anything from the Trump experience. It's
Well,
all of the same actions that they took for the last 7 years, just repeated in the Herschel Walker situation.